Good afternoon, YouTube. I just want to give my 2 cents on the Glock situation since everybody else is. Uh, First of all, I want to say that I don't believe that a state can enforce or create a law that takes away federal rights. I also believe that law abiding citizens should at least have access to something that is not prohibited by federal law. From my understanding, I don't have no notes, but from my understanding, a machine gun federally is classified by as something that is originally a machine gun and can be converted back to a machine gun, which is illegal in the United States without proper permits. And that's okay because there is a way for you to apply for the proper permits in order for you to be able to do that. With the Glock, it is not originally a machine gun. They are creating an apparatus that turns it into a machine gun. Personally, I believe that the federal government and states government has bottomless wallets. Businesses do not. So at some point, as a business, you have to determine if the juice is worth the squeeze. I also believe that Glock was already in the process of coming out with a new model. I believe the Gen 5s came out in 2018, and it's been about that's been about 7 years. And Glock normally comes out with a new generation, every 7 to 10 years or something like that. So I believe they were coming out with it anyway. I just believe that the California decision might have forced their hand to do it a little earlier than they wanted to. From my understanding, the top gun selling states are Texas, Florida, and California. California has LA alone has the population of many states. And to me, the two states that have some of the strictest gun laws also have the highest population. Well, cities, LA and New York City. So anything that they do influences the entire United States, or anything that they disagree with or don't like or anything like that. I also believe that Glock is a reliable company, and no matter what changes they make, it's still going to be a reliable handgun. We don't like it. Some of us don't like it. It seems like their hand was forced, they bent their knee, or whatever we want to say. But the dollars will run out. They are a company, they are in business to make money. If they start losing money, that's when I say the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Because what they're fighting for or against doesn't equate business-wise. I hope that we can still support the company and not feel that they do not support the Second Amendment. I also feel that if anybody think the reliability is going to change, just think about it for a second. It's a handgun that you could put an apparatus on to make it a machine gun, and it was successful. It didn't have any issues other than the person holding it. We need to hold criminals accountable for what they do illegally. And like I said earlier, if it's an apparatus that you can get to make it a machine gun, if there was something like a permit per se, that me and you, the common shooter, could apply for to be able to own a switch legally, then that should be fine. We should have whatever rights as far as guns are concerned, or whatever abilities, whatever guns are concerned, that we can. I personally feel like this is the same thing that happened to other companies, and they fought it for so long that they just gave in because you just could not make money fighting it but for so long. I didn't donate money to Glock for their cause to fight it. Did you? It's the same thing that happened to Harley with the emissions and the upgrades to the engine. Now it's a motorcycle. It ain't emitting that much emissions to begin with. When you see dump trucks and semis in low gear blowing black smoke, white smoke, fumes all in the atmosphere. But where did that Harley issue start? California. You know who sells the most motorcycles? California. And I believe Texas is next. So anything that happens in California is going to affect the rest of the United States. And companies just don't have the money to continue fighting it. Look at Harley. What position are they in now? After fighting the government for years, the government, I say again, has an endless wallet. Companies do not. Y'all be safe out there.